So that makes him a false prophet. And every spirit that confesseth not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist. See, false religion and the Antichrist go hand in hand, because he's going to be the one to get the world to bow through religion to earthly government. That's why you got to have one religion. Religion is a powerful force. And he's got to convince these people that this guy is the deliverer. He's just like John the Baptist going before Christ. Christ was the deliverer, the Messiah. And John the Baptist paved the way. Then this false prophet's paving the way for the Antichrist. That's his deliverer, but he's coming as a false prophet, as a lamb, symbolizing religion, which is going to be the galvanizing force to get the world to bow to this false Christ, this Antichrist. And every spirit that confesses not Jesus Christ is come in the flesh, a lot of cults that do that, is not of God. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist. Wherefore ye have seen that it should come. And even now already is in the world, the spirit, the demons. Ephesians 6:12 said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, against principalities, spiritual wickedness, powers, high places, a hierarchy of evil, all the way down to foot soldiers. Organized in the zillions around the world. Satan has plenty of troops. Satan is the God of this world. Jesus didn't dispute that even with him when he said, I can give you the kingdoms of this world. He bowed down to him. A lot of people bow to him, especially in Hollywood, and people in power bow to him all the time just to get power and wealth down here, including the pedal pope. And those people around him, the cardinals and everything else, they're bowing to Lucifer, to Satan, to get power and wealth, to man. These televangelists, these, what I call them, prosperity pimps, bowing to man, not bowing to Jesus. Ye are the God. Excuse me, ye are of God, little children, and have overcome him. And the Catholics control them too, by the way. All these so-called Protestants now are bowing at the feet of the Jesuits. They all of the synagogue of Satan too. All Masons, all the same thing. I keep told you, just told you. They're the ones that spawn. They're spawning the devil, the judges, and the judges spawn the synagogue of Satan, which is the Mason. Period. And they all part of it. Matter of fact, in this world where they got it set up, you want to get ahead, you got to join in. I turned them down. I refused. I had certain family members probably didn't want nothing to do with it. They tried to get me. I said, no. No, y'all know you're the synagogue of Satan. That's what's well read. Couldn't get me. But they got a lot of people who do. Ye are the God. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Amen. The Spirit of God in us is greater than Satan in this world. And that's what he fears. That you will wake up to that knowledge that God gave you power, dunamis, to overcome Satan and his minions, beside our angelic. And we got the blood of Jesus protecting us. We're more than conquerors, that's what Paul said. We got all this power that Christians don't exercise it and go on offense against Satan and his kingdom. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be special forces. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to get my teaching on that. I'm taught on that plenty of time. And I'm looking for spiritual black belts, for spiritual commando. That's what I want around me. There's enough for everybody. Join the regular troops, the general army. I want to be surrounded with those type of people. It's going to take it to say, to the devil. That has that, not the ordinary, but the extraordinary tenacity to resist Satan. I'm saying resist Satan, he'll flee from him. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be charging the gates of hell. Not passive, not taking your weaponry and aiming it at your fellow brother and sister. Try to beat them over the head with your sword. That's most Christianity. That's why I give my teaching. Too many babes in the church, baby tars. That's what they do. Now, back to this. Back to the Catholics. Enough of the Protestants. And that's what we're supposed to be, Protestant, protesting. That came about. In case you didn't know, Catholics, you probably don't. You have no idea of the history of your church. And Martin Luther, the founder of the Protestant church, he was a Catholic. He was a renowned priest within the Catholic Church, well educated. He nailed his 95 Theses to the wall of Wittenberg saying, the just shall live by faith. And that was the split right there from the Catholic Church and from indulgence and all the corruption that they were doing even back then. They had their people paying to get people ransoms to get them out of hell, all that false heresy teaching. That was Martin Luther. It started to protest. That's what we started. We're supposed to be protesting. We're supposed to be the Protestant church. But now, like I said earlier, you had to sell out Sam's and Sally's behind the pulpit. It's tied right back to the, might as well be the indulgences of Martin Luther's day. To get riches and wealth, the Laodicean church right now, to get riches and wealth down here. That Christ was referring to in Revelation. That's naked and blind and dull of hearing and sold out. Now, where did I leave off? 1 John, I read that 4:1-3. Well, we to try the spirits to see if they're God, because many antichrists. Now we're going to go to Revelations. That's where we're going to end. We're almost done here. This is it. The last verse. And I hope this woke you up. You're getting a lot of dose of scripture in one sitting here. You need a heavy dose to wake you up. And I hope this is a powerful stimulant to get you up and going. Okay, now I'm going to read two different verses in Revelation. Revelation 17, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. Scarlet is always a symbol of sin, always that color. Sacrifice and sin. Those two colors it represents. Full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So this beast that she's riding is government. 7 governments. Now I've been taught on that. You can get my teaching on the apocalypse. And the woman was arrayed in purple. Purple is always a kingly color, symbol of royalty. And scarlet color. I said the color of sin. Adultery is that color, red, a woman in red, a harlot, and a whore, a hoe. And decked with gold. So this is a rich church. Now, a woman in the Bible symbol of the church. That's why God did it. You had the bride of Christ, which is us. We're the church. You had the Old Testament, Israel, Judah. You had two women symbolized. The northern kingdom and southern kingdom. Sumerian kingdom in the north. And southern kingdom, the Jews to the south. And he said that was my two brides that God divorced. And give my teaching on that. I'm taught all that Old Testament stuff. You can look it up for us. Old Testament brides. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold. So this is a rich church. And precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of the abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Fornication is having relations with all the kings of earth. God looks at that as like having sex. Fornication. orgies with all the different kings of the earth. Perverse relationships with this church. So this church is perverse. And up on her forehead was written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. Now I just read you the history of your church and all that it spawned. I'd say that's a pretty good earmark. Wouldn't you say? Mystery Babylon. I told you, you're all traditions, everything pagan that we're dealing with, the months, our seasons, our holy days, came from your Catholic Church. Came 400 AD, Constantine. And also your Christmas and all that, your pedal pope, the Sixtus, the third. Sixtus the third, 666. You heard it. Look it up. 433 AD was where we got all these pagan holidays. It was solidified with him. But Constantine was the one that did the broad brush sweep with all the holy days, changed the months. Sunday, sun, they get it, Sunday, worship of the sun. Moon day, get it, Monday, moon day. And going on with all the pagan names just for the week. Thor's Day, Thursday, Friday the fish god, goddess of fertility, Saturn Day. You go on and on. Pagan, all of them, all the names, months, everything. Your pedal popes did that. Changed all the seasons. I don't believe we got to keep the Sabbath no more. Like the Bible says, if it's in faith, we keep it the Sabbath. That's the Old Testament. We're in the New Testament. But the Sabbath is always Saturday. Mystery Babylon, mystery religion, all those rituals, rites, things you hearing in Latin you don't understand, mystery. Keeping the ancient occult religion, the mystery Babylon, Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. The ancient occult trinity, satanic trinity. This is what the Pope is keeping, the pedal Pope is keeping. Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Like I said, millions of Christians have been martyred by called the Inquisition. Just study the Inquisitions. Labeled heretic and was killed, tortured. They get the book, Fox's Book of Martyrs, all the ways they torture. There's many ways. Iron Maiden, they used the rat. They had many ways to torture. Like I said, it started in Rome and it continued in Rome just under Catholicism. Different ways of persecution. And he's talking about this history of this religion of killing Christians, as well as Old Testament saints before that. And I saw the woman drunken with all the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said, he would wonder because it was a church. And the angel said unto me, wherefore dost thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carried this woman. This is a church that rides on the back of government. And that's what this religion does, has intercourse with all the nations of the world. That's why it's a harlot. All the kings around the world. And this is state religion. Catholicism is a state religion. All it really is a political movement with a religious face, is all it is. And the angel said unto me, wherefore dost thou marvel? I will tell you who the woman is. The beast that thou sawest was and is not shall sin. Okay, I'm not going to go there because I taught on that already. So you can get that teaching Apocalypse. You want me to break all that down. I just want to show you, I'm just telling you straight out that your Vatican, your Catholic Church is Mystery Babylon the Great, mother of harlots.
and abominations of the earth. And I just showed you, by that tree I showed you, this is why it's the mother. Because it's fomented violence around the world through these organizations I just named. I'm showing you from afar. This is the tree. That's why it's the mother. The root of all these synagogues of Satan and all these religions I named and showed you comes from your church. Along with all the violence and chaos that is sworn to foment to bring about this beast. They believe it's brought about when it's total chaos, order out of chaos. That's what the new world disorder is about. Now, one more verse and we're done. And I'm going to show you Revelations 13:11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. He looked like Christ, but his message was from Satan, the dragon. And what is the message of Satan, the dragon? What is it? It's get along in this life. Bow down to earthly government. 666, take your mark of the beast. That's the message of the dragon. You can be God. You can be a God. It's all of the Satan is there. Do as thou wilt. Crawl upon me. That's the message. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, which causeth the earth. Now I already read. If you want my teaching on Antichrist, you can get it. It's called Age of the Beast. And he exercises, but we're dealing with the false prophet. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth, and them which dwell on it to worship the first beast. That's what I told you. That's what this religious order, the system is doing. Bow down to the Antichrist, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in sight of men. He's going to do a miracle work. I'm sure he's going to try to duplicate what Elijah did and more. Elijah brought fire down from the 850 prophets of Baal that he was dealing with in his day. Get my teaching on Elijah if you want that, y'all. I'm telling you. And he deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Don't be deceived by miracles. Satan can do miracles too. You got a lot of sold out Sam Sally behind the pit under the power of the devil. It's healing and doing all kinds of called white magic. It's all evil. It's all the same. You go to hell for it, white as well as black. Now I'm just telling you, don't be deceived by miracles. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them who dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now this might be talking about AI, technology, Sophia, Sophie, which goes way back, getting into transhumanism. The sophists back in the Socrates days. That's a demonic entity, a spirit. Goddess of wisdom. And man is hell-bent on this AI, artificial intelligence, and creating this robotic god of his. This might be the image, I'm just saying. Could be a statue. There's been around the world reports of statues moving, talking. I'm not putting that past it either. Could be an image of the actual Antichrist and it come to life and starts moving. Some ancient stories about that too. About, rock men coming to life, all that. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking more AI. I'm thinking the image could be the image of him, could be him, but an AI robotic image that comes to life. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast, they should be killed. And ain't gonna be no running around, I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian. Okay, yeah. Antichrist gonna test you, okay, I'm gonna chop your head off. We'll see if you're Christian, I'm gonna torture you first. We'll see. We'll see how many Christians around there raising their hand. And he's gonna return it to the old days of Nero and Caligula and all that bunch. Going back to the good old days. The martyrdom. Gotta prove it. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. This is the same guy, the false prophet, that causes this. Not the Antichrist, the false prophet. And he causes both, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand. A chip. They're trying to do that now. They're trying to chip us right now. But Congress passed an act in, I believe, I can't remember the number. You can look it up, SB something. I want to say something 04, SB 204. I'm not sure. 254, but don't. But look it up for yourself. To chip us. That was in 2016. They've been inching away, and now they're gonna try to. First, I think they're gonna do it through companies first. Say it's volunteer. Then they're gonna put the squeeze on you where you can't keep your job unless you get the chip. Because they know a lot of people are going to resist. No, chips are bad for you anyway. All is a cancer bomb in it. Highly cancerous. Malignant tumors. Even with the animals, dogs. Every dog I had a chip, got a tumor in that area where the chip was, and died. Every single one. But they're the test subject. But they want to kill us anyway. They're killing us through spraying aluminum in the air, poison, the fluoride in the water. There are many ways to kill them. They've been doing it slow. It's called a slow death. They've been slow deathing us for a while. Slow kill. Slow kill for a while. Poison in food, GMO. Foods are toxic. We're a toxic toilet bowl. Probably 2 out of 3 people are getting cancer now. That's why. They're going to kill you with radiation to treat you. And that no man may buy or sell, say he had the mark. Cashless society. Coming down to it. They've been slowly trying to wean us off cash. Most people are doing it voluntarily by using debit cards, credit cards. Very few people use cash now. And they want it that way. They want us to get that mark. They want us to get that RFID chip in our hand, in our forehead. All your information will be, oh, how convenient. Oh, you don't have to show ID now. It just automatically scan where you go. No cash, cashless society. They're going to sell it. It's a natural. It's a natural detector. You never get lost. You got a low jack in you. You'll never get lost. You're a tracking device. We always know where you're at. That's the mark. And I believe it affects your DNA too. Because the Bible says if you get it, you're guaranteed hell. Guaranteed the lake of fire. So it alters your DNA sometimes. We probably, might have figured a way to put Satan's DNA in everybody or something similar. Or the beast himself. A mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 6 and 66, 666. With your Hollywood entertainers, athletes, Politicians throw up all the time. The okay sign. All right, Catholics. This message was for you. I finally got around to it. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Age of the False Prophet. Message to the Catholics. I hope this was a message to you and you adhere to it. Free that Mother Harlot church of yours. Get the hell out of that mausoleum. Get out of it. You heard it from Brother Jay. Join the true church of Christ. They that worship Father. My Father in heaven must worship in the spirit and truth. All right. If I'm the one that taught you, this is for the regulars. Stop being stingy and give. So tithes, first fruit, alabaster box. Get my teaching on it if you don't know what I'm talking about. You can look it up. It belongs to the Lord. If you want His blessing. I'm not talking prosperity pimp way. I'm talking the spiritual way and all the way around. But I said do it because the Bible said do it. It belongs to the Lord and belongs to you. Now get my teaching on it if you're not sure. And if you've not been taught, then this message don't apply to you anyway. That's coming right out of Galatians 6:6. Good day, good evening, good night to you around the world. May you grow in faith, Catholics, in Jesus' name.